Hello, Dr. Karen here, and I thought I would do a little LifeWave micro training today. Um, People have been asking about hormonal balance. So there was a great protocol that I got from Dr. Dennis Lobstein, and Lobstein, sorry. Um, After 10 years, you'd think I'd remember that. Anyway, and we did another micro training related to hot flashes. And this is the same protocol, but I want to share with you a little addition to that. So when people have symptoms of wacky hormones, so what would that be like? Well, that could be someone who is currently taking maybe hormonal supplements or hormonal medication that wishes to get off of them, like birth control pills. Maybe their periods, if they're a woman, has been a little off, inconsistent, hormonally related. Maybe they have emotional imbalance because of that hormone, wackiness, if you will. That's another reason. Or if they have, like the other video I talked about, hot flashes, like perimenopausal. This is a really, really great general protocol for anything hormonal. And it's worth a try. It's worth a try. As far as how often you use it, well, I think if hormonal balance is a key feature of what it is you want to achieve, then it's a good idea to do this at least 3 times a week. You could do it more, obviously, but you can do it as often as it works. That's what I like to say. So we're going to be using 3 different kinds of LifeWave phototherapy patches today to help with these symptoms. Now, please note that even though I'm a big fan of the X39, which is fantastic for stem cells and healing, your stem cells can heal the body, and this X39 phototherapy patch helps you make healthier, younger stem cells. Today, what we're going to do is really focus on that hormonal balancing. It's not to say that X39 will contribute to that. Absolutely it will, but we are going to talk about the acupuncture points with the specific patches that we know works on the hormonal level. Okay, so let's start with this one. This one is called Alavida. So Alavida is marketed for skincare. Interestingly enough, though, this patch actually helps to communicate to the pineal gland in the head and helps you make more epithalmin. So that's a peptide that you make, which has some beneficial features, none the least of which is that it's an antioxidant. But interestingly, stimulating the pineal gland does help to rebalance other glands in your body, including all the other glands downline of that. So they used to think the hypothalamus was the master gland. You'll still see that on the internet and in papers, the master gland of the body that kind of directs, if you will, all the other glands of in the thyroid, the pituitary, the testes, the adrenals, the ovaries. But it's now known that it's actually the pineal gland that is the master gland. So stimulating the pineal gland can have a positive effect on all the different hormonal regulating organs. So what are we going to do with the Alavida patch? Well, you're going to use one patch when you sleep at night. So oftentimes, because we don't sleep 12 hours and these patches last 12 hours, what I recommend is that you set a timer, alarm, or something like that around 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. Whenever it is that you wake up. Say you wake up 7, then set it for 7 p.m. the night before. If you wake up 8, then you can set it for 8 p.m. the night before, so you get that full 12 hours worth, right? And then what you're going to do is going to put this patch on your third eye. So this point right here, oh boy, I have a shiny forehead thing going. Anyway, so right here, the third eye is the acupuncture point governing vessel 24.5. Now you may ask, if you're not into acupuncture, why did they name an acupuncture point 24.5? Well, it's because they decided that acupuncture, the governing vessel 24 was up here, 25 was down here, and they're like, oh, I think we forgot that really important one that's on the third eye. Well, let's just put 24.5. We don't want to change the nomenclature anymore. I don't know why they did that, but and that's why it's 24.5, because it's between 25 and 24. Yes, right here in the third eye. So you're going to do this for 12 hours, okay, starting in the evening. So either 7 or 8 p.m. If you get up at 6, then start it at 6 p.m. Got it? Now, the other patches that are really, really helpful for hormones. I'm going to show you this one first. This is called the SP6 Complete. The SP6 Complete is actually for cravings and appetite control. And so it can be helpful if you are trying to lose weight, or you're doing intermittent fasting like I am. It's really, really handy because you actually don't feel that hungry when you have it on, which is really cool. It helps you generate more energy in the body without stimulants. And this patch actually connects and communicates with the hypothalamus gland. So that's another gland that is in the head. And that also speaks to all the other, glands in the body. So this patch is on the left side of the body. It's for the left side of the body or the center line, but in this case, we're using on the left side. And for this hormonal balancing protocol, we're actually going to use it on the left spleen 6 point. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see where that is. Not that one. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So on your left foot, if you see the inside ankle and you touch the top of the ankle bone where it's high, let's see, where is my fake foot here? Where did I put that foot? Okay, well, hopefully the dog didn't get a hold of it. Anyway, I can't find it. So, so if you put your fifth finger on that, oh, there it is. I put it in a smart spot where I couldn't find it. Okay, so here it is. If the ankle bone, you put your fifth finger on there from the opposite hand. Okay, so using the left foot, opposite hand, you're going to do 4 finger widths up. Okay, and you're going to poke around where that bone is and go right behind that bone. And in most women, it's slightly sore. So spleen 6 is slightly sore. If it's not, if you poke a little higher, a little lower, and you find a sore spot, go ahead and patch that point. So you're patching that point with a phototherapy patch called SP6 Complete, which is perfect for the left side of the body, and it helps with hormonal balance. So right side of the body, we're going to use a different patch. This is called the Aeon patch. Now, the Aeon patch is really great to help balance cortisol levels. Okay, that's your stress hormone. So it helps to balance cortisol. So if it's too high, too low, it helps to balance that out, among other things. It has really, really great actions. It also is an anti-inflammatory. So these days, if, in the old days, I used to be like pill popping. Yeah, when I worked for UCLA as an assistant professor, back in the day, I used to write my own prescriptions. So I'd write prescriptions for naproxen and all sorts of anti-inflammatory medications, not thinking one bit that that was damaging my gut and therefore my immune system and so on and so forth. And later on, I got fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome. Now I know, right? So these medications are not that safe long-term. But I used to pop them like they were candy. Instead, if we had these, which we didn't back then, Aeon patch for inflammation, I would have been all over it. So the Aeon patch, where does that go? Well, that goes behind the right ear on triple warmer 17. So it's, back here behind the ear on the bone, okay? You can avoid hair when you patch hair. It's really great because you're really connecting to multiple acupuncture points here, as well as stimulating the acupuncture points on the back of the earlobe. And there's a lot there as well. So it's a really great point to use. I use it for brain balancing the sides of the hemispheres, helping you remain more calm and focused. There's also a point right behind there called Aeon, and that's helpful for relaxation. And some people actually like using this point when they sleep at night because they get a better night's sleep. So you're going to use the one Aeon patch on the right side behind the ear, and then you're going to use the SP6 on the left spleen 6 point. And then, like I said, the Alavida, you're going to use at night on the third eye. So you might ask, well, Dr. Karen, am I using the other 2 patches during the day or nighttime? Doesn't matter. So if you want, you can use all 3 at night, or you could use this one at night and then use the one on the leg and behind the right ear during the day. It's up to you. It's all good. So that is a very simple protocol to use for general hormonal balancing. If you are going to try that, let me know in the chat. Say, yep, that sounds good. I'm going to try it. Please give us feedback on how that works for you. If you're watching this as a replay, you can also type in replay so I know who's watching it live and who's watching it replay. And I really appreciate you being part of this. And if you want to check out all of our micro trainings, it's on the YouTube playlist. I've pretty linked it. It's patchtrainingteam.com/microtraining. And then you'll see all the short micro trainings we've done for various different symptoms. What we do want to make sure that people know is that LifeWave does not cure, treat, prevent any diseases. We're using acupuncture points, we're using phototherapy to stimulate those acupuncture points, and we're helping resolve symptoms. And in this case, we're talking about hormonal balance and symptoms related to hormone balance. So thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says, I'll try it. Barbara says, great info. You are very welcome. And stay tuned because I have another one coming up soon on what are we doing? Yes, we are doing uterus stuff. So, so stay tuned. I'll be back and I will put this up on my YouTube channel as soon as possible. Thanks so much for being here and feel free to share. Bye for now.